Hey guys, my name is Scott Poley. I am a session guitarist, pedal steel player. I also produce and write music. When people talk about their favourite bass players, they may talk about Jaco Pastorius, Pino Palladino, Bakithi Kumalo from Paul Simon's band, or Anthony Jackson, people like that. My favourite bass player is a gentleman by the name of Simon Goulding. Simon has played with me on countless sessions, and just an incredible bass player. I think we've recorded over 150 songs together. Outstanding bass player, incredible technique, feel, tone for days, just unbelievable guy. And the reason I'm making this video today, it's nothing I ever wanted to have to make. We've just lost Simon to an illness. So the best way I thought I could celebrate Simon's life is to make a little video, show you some of Simon's musicianship, alert you to some of his original music so you can go and check that out, because he was an incredible artist, wrote the most beautiful music, and just celebrate some really happy memories of one of my dearest friends and one of the finest musicians I've ever worked with. So that's why we're here. A little bit of history about Simon. Simon Paul Goulding was born in October of 1977 and was raised in the county of Lancashire in northwest England. He started playing bass at the age of 9. Simon's going to tell you a little bit about that.
What inspired you to get into bass?
Well, I was inspired to get into playing bass by watching an Eric Clapton concert on TV. And I saw a guy stood at the back, and I just thought it was a big guitar. And then I eventually found out it was a bass, and I begged my parents to buy me one. And it just kind of snowballed from there, really. I began to be obsessed with the instrument.
After receiving a BTEC National Diploma in Performing Arts, Simon went on to win a Performing Arts Music Prize for 2 consecutive years, and he moved on to work as a pro session musician for countless artists, including the Bee Gees, Snake Davis, Robbie Williams, Larry Gatlin, The Temptations. The list goes on and on. He played for Tito Jackson from the Jackson 5. He was also a brilliant educator and worked as a third-year bass guitar teacher at the Royal Northern College of Music in Manchester, UK. Simon's solo albums Familiar and Open Window continue to be featured on worldwide radio, including Jazz FM and BBC's Radio 2 and 3. I first met Simon when he actually depped for a session for me. I had another bass player lined up named Neil Fairclough, but Neil got this little side gig with a band called Queen, so he couldn't make the session, quite understandably. So Neil recommended Simon and said, Scott, you should hire this guy. He's the best bass player I know. Go and check into him. So that's how I got to know Simon, and he was very gracious and came along to the studio I was recording at for the first day of recording. I started playing this tune to him, and I thought I'd been practicing this little lick for about 2 weeks just to make sure it was pretty spot on. And Simon gets out his 6-string bass and plays it back to me on a bass better than I had done in practicing this lick for 2 weeks. It was just outrageous and inspiring and every good thing about music. He was also the most humble and wonderful guy to be around. So I've got the first track that we ever played together here, and I've just remixed it so the bass is much louder than it would have been. It was supposed to be a guitar instrumental, but it kind of ended up, because Simon's parts are so great, it's like a Oh, you've just listened to this. It's outrageous. We're going to bring it in from kind of the second A section. Outrageous. I'm sorry, who does that? I mean, a mixture of, finger playing, some thumb stuff, really groovy with the drums, outrageous. So this is coming into the guitar solo start now. Oh. Just holding the fort down in the low end. Solo the drums and the bass here. So this is where the second guitar solo would be. With Chris Howard on keys solo, amazing. Oh, come on. I remember this like it was yesterday. I mean, that's the best. I mean, you don't get better than that. God, Simon, killing me. What I can't get over with Simon's playing, having, heard him play on so many tracks now, is there's so many great players who are, all about feel and don't have the greatest technique, but great musicians, or they're all about technique and overplay. No, Simon is both of those things without question. All about the feel, but backed up with the most incredible technique. I mean, just listen to the melodic playing, beautiful, vocal-like phrases. And doesn't want to show off, it's just amazing. Another big part of Simon's kind of whole thing was his love of Cuba and Cuban music particularly. He had the most amazing knowledge of all that stuff. He was also a master percussionist as well. I think the track that he recorded for me that was probably kind of the most inspired by that was... It was actually recorded the same day as the previous tune in the studio with Jay Irving again on drums. It's called The Road to Ettrickbridge. I've got to play you this part of Simon's. This is just Simon on a jazz bass, kind of fairly late on in the day. Listen to this. Coming into the middle eight of the song. does the drums and the acoustics. Beautiful interaction with the drums. What a rhythm section. Yeah, this was like the second or third take of this song at the most, and Simon played just as good on the first take. The man, I can't say the word genius enough in this video. I've probably said it a million times already, but can you imagine what a joy that is to then add other parts when you've already got a song in a bass part? I mean, he's done it all. He's, percussion, the most beautiful passing phrases. He always came out with these really interesting, not overly clever, but just stunning intervals to play and nice slides and fill out the bottom end, but not overly complicated. Just the man, it was insane. Just a genius. I've got to tell you a little bit about Simon's gear, because it's one thing he and I loved talking about was, whatever new guitar I had, or, he'd tell me about things he was modifying on his basses or something. So Simon's main kind of signature instrument was a custom-built bass that he designed. It was made by Tito Dalmedo, I think his name is. So 6 strings with the low B, but this instrument that Simon so cleverly designed, the B strings sounded just as stunning as an E string or any of the others. Normally B strings on basses are a bit flappy or a bit woolly, or the tone doesn't really cut through. No, Simon's guitar, the way he designed it and the way he'd formulated it, the B string was just as tuneful as anything else, and beautiful tension on the strings, and it was so comfy to play. Just magic, and the tone out of it was great. He also played a couple of different Fender basses, but he kept modifying them. It was like a long-standing joke, with the jazz basses that he came in with, and he'd say, "Oh, what have you got on it this week, Simon?" And he'd have a new neck on it that he'd had built, or new pickups or scratch plates and stuff like that. And he had a beautiful tone, and also a master again of choosing the right instrument for the track, whether it was using a fretless bass or you're using beautiful reverbs or tone for days. None of this stuff I'm playing you has really been processed, other than maybe a tiny touch of outboard compression. The final track I'm going to play you of Simon's, I'm actually still working on this. I think we have a final mix on it now, but it was recorded like just over 12 months ago. Simon came into the studio. I just kind of got it ready for doing the whole video thing, and he came in and he sat right there, and right next to me where my Martin is just there. And I'd just done an upgrade to the studio, and we were talking about studio gear and how he was working on his new album, and he was all excited about that. And we had such a nice day. We drank a couple of cups of coffee and took it really easy, and he played on this new track. It's this instrumental. So this is just from the bass session And again, I've just got to play you this because just listen to the bass on this. No. That alone is a reason that this man is a genius. Listen to the way he's kind of going with, this is a lap steel lick that I'm playing, and he's dressing around that, and it's just so beautiful. Listen to that lick. Genius. Driving it. What? Right. No. Gotta hear that. Just driving it. Playing with the strings of the piano, beautiful. This man lived half an hour from me, and at the most, and it was like having, well, it's having the best musician in the world round the corner. I still can't believe we've lost him. So sad. Now, the one thing I urge you to do, if you do anything from watching this video, is just to go and check out Simon online. Go and have a look at his website. It's still up there. Go and Google search him more. Have a look at his music. You know, maybe buy an album of his. And just listen. I mean, he was a composer. The man was a musical savant of the highest level. It was a privilege for me to be able to be in a room with the man, make music with him. Go and search out his solo albums. I love the stuff on both on Familiar and Open Window, and I've listened to them regularly, and I hope, Simon, that you realise just how much you meant to me and continue to mean. Thanks for watching, folks. Go and check out Simon Goulding's music. The man was a genius. Catch you later.